Hey everybody, I'm Kay and you are watching It's Just K1 here on YouTube. Happy Saturday everybody, happy Saturday. I have on my famous ring, pop ring. Don't be jelly because you ain't got one. Remember those? This one is multicolor, you know they old school. Remember they used to have these out back in the day. This one is called Berry Swirl, but anyway, today is Saturday and I come to you with a vlog for today, and the vlog came to me. I didn't have a topic, but today while I was at the barber shop, my barber asked me a question and that led me into an idea for a vlog, so I come to you with that information. So please buckle up and sit tight and be prepared, excuse me, for all the crazy. I am Kay and the name of my channel is It's Just K1. Let's get it, y'all. It's Saturday. It's time for the chit chat. Let's go. Hey, y'all. I'm Kay, and this is just K1. Today's vlog is going to be about, you might hear the white air, the white noise. That's the air conditioner, it's nothing else. But anyway, welcome to my channel. All new people, come on in. Returning people, I love you. I appreciate you. Come on in for the crazy, you know the deal. Welcome back. Welcome in, and let's get to it. Today, I'll give you a little backstory on today's subject. Today when I was at the barber shop, I was mentioning to my barber that my son had, we have a guy, now he's a friend, that comes in, puts stuff together for us and does stuff, and my son needed help, assistance with putting together a workout bench thing. So the guy was coming, and some type of way, I don't know how my barber switched the subject to something else, but I was talking about he was coming. And what happened, he was supposed to come this morning. The reason my son could come to the barber because he had to meet the guy. So I went to the barber shop. I was going regardless. But anyway, my barber says, like in the middle of the conversations, well, okay, see, if you had a dude, then he could do all that stuff. I said, exactly. But I'm moving past that. I'm over it. You know, I'm over it. I'm done. I will hire someone to put it together. And so I don't know how we got on that. And so then he was like, let me just ask you one question, which is today's topic for the vlog. He said, I just want to know, why are so many single women out there? Bingo, there go the topic. That's the topic for today, y'all. Why are so many single women out here? So I created a whole vlog about it. I got home, I got my little investigation going. I already know, but I had to reel it on up and reel it on in because I already know. And we've talked about this many times on the channel, different parts of it, but I got a short one for you today. But anyway, yeah, why are so many women single? And I told them point blank, but I'm great. We can discuss, me and the family, and K-Town here, K-Town. That's all my subscribers. Y'all the town, and I'm the K, and it's K-Town. It's just no disrespect, but we can get into it, y'all. So please hold. All right. I am back. I don't know if I'm gonna eat this whole thing, but oh yeah, and I'm drinking the drink of choice. Not this evening, this afternoon is cucumber, lemon, and mint. Felicia Wrangle, thank you. I love this. I love this combination. And I drink like a set of fruit waters every week. Last week was the strawberry, lemon, and lime and mint, I think. And this week is the cucumber, lemon, and mint. I think Felicia Wrangle told me about this. I love it. Thank you, girl. Anyway, like I said, my barber brought up why so many single women. So over the last couple of weeks, I don't know if you've seen this on social media. There's a video out where a guy is saying, I know why, what did he say? I know why, let me take my glass off. Y'all know I can't. The video says, black women are tired. Black women are tired. And his name is Joshua Dillard. And the video, he made it on TikTok. He's on TikTok, but it's circulating all around social media. And it's called Black Women Are Tired. So let's roll it back to what my barber asked. Why is there so many single women out here? So what I told him in a short spell, I said, because they're tired of boo. It's just simple. They're tired. And a lot of them aren't just tired, they're over. So it's two different reasons behind this. Tired means sometimes that, oh, I'll try one more time, one more chance. But over it means done. So done is done. Done is dead and done and gone. But tired sometimes means that you'll give the person another chance. Maybe, you know, they'll come woo you and you woo 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 and you they'll give another chance. But over it and done is dead. So women are over it. So connecting that back to that video I saw, I've been seeing that video circulate like over the last couple of weeks from him. So we're gonna get into that in a minute. And like I've mentioned on my channel multiple times, on Dating Over 50, on, I think I talked about it on restarting yourself into 2022, whatever that vlog was called. That was back when I first started. I touch on a lot of these subjects constantly because one reason is for my age group and the surrounding ages. I am 56. I turned 56 August 5th. The pickings is slim. It's less than slim. It's like this. So, you know, it's like, you know, I don't know. So it affects everyone from your dating age in the beginnings of your 20s and 30s all the way up to your 50s, 60s, whatever. But I have what I carry around in my phone. It was six things that a good relationship needs, and the 6 things were, and I wrote it August 30th 2015, and I have it as a note in my phone, and sometimes I go back and add stuff, but I haven't added anything since August 15th. And the 6 things I had were, for a good relationship, is friendship, freedom to be yourself, honesty, trust, understanding, and communication. Since that time, so remember that I said friendship, freedom to be yourself, honesty, trust, understanding, and communication. But I've added, because I didn't have respect on there, so since that time I've added respect and to be attracted to the person, or somewhat. So I have a little sidebar, and it says not said but. So this is where you come into my age group and my lifestyle, the people in late 40s, 50s, that range. So not said, but it is understandable that everybody has baggage. It's understandable. Seek counseling. Fellas, there's nothing wrong with going to counseling. Women, there's nothing wrong with going to counseling. Throw that myth out the window that black people don't need counseling. They don't have to go to counseling. They don't need to talk about their problems with nobody. Yes, you do. Everybody could benefit from counseling. I'm telling you, you can't. Men especially, because I know there's a stigma in the black community that men don't do counseling. Men, especially black men, they don't need to do counseling. They're so macho, they got the answers to everything. They don't need to do counseling. It's below them. Go to counseling. It will help. Do a couples or do a single counseling, whatever. Go. You'll find out a whole lot about yourself. It's to your advantage, and it will help you in your relationships, not just man-woman relationships, but your relationships with your family, with your coworkers, with everybody. It will help. Check it out. Don't be afraid. Most companies offer free assistance for counseling already. Check it out. Don't nobody else got to know but you. So, like I said, it's understandable that everybody has baggage. Everybody. This is some of my buts, because it says not said but. So I understand you have baggage, man. Future man, I understand you have baggage. I have some baggage too. But seek counseling and try to get a grip on what's going on with you, because the people we're at 50 and 45 and above, this is a result of the relationships and the things that we went to and the things that happened to us. So some of it's trauma. I know you probably don't want to admit it, but some of it's trauma. So I don't deal with no drama. I'm a no drama. I'm a peace. I'm trying to protect my peace, and everything's about my peace. So I don't deal with the ex-wife, the ex-girlfriend, the baby mamas, the side pieces, the late at night instant messaging chicks and chat rooms and all that bull. That's not for me, okay? Just letting you know. You also should have financial stability. Now, this is my stuff now. Financial stability. I'm not saying you got to be rich. What I'm saying is you should be financially stable on your own. That means that, no, I'm not saying you can't have a student loan. I'm not saying you can't have some debt. I'm not saying your credit score got to be 1 million. What I'm saying is, if you have some debt, you are working on it and towards it. Now, your credit score is important. So you should at least be a 700. You should at least 700. I give 695, but 700 and up. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't be out here buying, spending, and not trying to protect yourself for your future or what's coming forward, and then having a whole lot of debt back here and not trying to work on it or whatever. We're all human. We all have emergencies that come up. You can have your credit card paid off and some with your damn car could go wrong. I'm a witness. Or house stuff. Anything can happen. So I'm open to that. I mean, it's just common sense. It's life. Next thing, I would not tolerate verbal, emotional, or physical abuse in any form. None. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to curse at me. And we ain't even talking about physical. That's not happening. And no drugs, no excessive drinking, and no damn smoking. No. I live with a smoker, my grandmother and my grandfather. Both smoke, and my mother smoke. That smell is horrible. Horrible. It gets in your clothes and everything. I'm not dealing with that. I haven't dealt with that in my household. You smoke outside. I don't know, excuse me, but your breath, if it's cutting with smoke, you need to go handle that too outside. That's a no-no. So those were my things. So getting into the subject of why so many single women, because he just asked me, my barber asked me, why so many single women, not black women. I turned it to the black woman. I kind of put a twist on it. But as you see, when we go through some of the things we're talking about, it evolves around all women, not just black. So my reasoning behind why women are tired of the BS that men do is, so I won't say black women, but I'm just saying, I'm going to come back to the black women when I talk about the guy's video that he posted. My thing about it is, I think it's three things. The reason women are tired, black women, everybody are tired, okay? I think one, it has to do with your age and life experiences. So what I'm saying is, you're at a certain age, you should have it in a woman's mind, you should have achieved this amount of these amount of things. Your life experience, you should know how to do certain things at this at this age, financially, taking care of your health, your home, your children, if you have them, if you're not with with the mother, but if you are with her, you're taking care of your kids or whatever, and being responsible, being accountable also. See, some people are responsible, they're not accountable. They want to get out here, dip and do everything they want to do, but not be held accountable. So I think the first reason women are tired is because I think these three things affected life experiences and age, that together, and those examples I just gave you. Number two, I think that the second thing is financial appeal. That's what I'll call it. And financial appeal is just what I mentioned before. It's about your finances. Do you have yourself together? Do you have a house? Do you have an apartment or a condo? I don't knock people for living in an apartment, let alone having a house. A house to me is a 2-income thing. I mean, yeah, I had a house before and I sold it. And I have no problem with people living in apartments. I live in a townhouse. I don't have nothing against you because you do own or not. That's not irrelevant to me. But do you have money saved? If you late 40s, early 50s, do you have a financial plan? Do you have financial goals? Are you investing in your future? Are you close to retirement? Do you have a plan? So that's all tied to your finances. I'm not saying you can't have debt. I think a lot of people have debt. The majority do. I know that emergencies happen. Sometimes you'll have a credit card that's paid off and you have to whip it out when the washing machine go out, refrigerator or something, have with your car, brakes or something. So I do understand it. It's just common sense. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to see you all on the gram taking pictures, going on trips and dips and doing stuff, and you got like $80,000 worth of debt plus student loans. Something wrong with that. Those trips could have waited and attack your debt. Because as you get older, you got to remember, when you retire, I mean, if you invested, you may have still have the same income, but you might not. So are you planning for the future? Are you planning for going forward as you get older? You may have grown kids. You might have kids in college. You might have small kids. Hopefully none under 8. But I'm just saying, are you planning for your future financially? So stuff like that. Like I said, you don't have to, your credit score does matter, but it's not a factor of I will or won't date you. But I think you should at least be in the 700s, at least. I don't know if I'm on budget for the $695. I said that at first, but I don't know. 697, 698, 700 is up. Anyway, like I said, I'm just saying you should have a plan for your financial. Okay, and financial appeal. So far, what I'm saying, what I think women are looking for and what I'm looking for, I'm looking at your life experiences and your age, and if those kind of gel together and you got yourself together with that, your financial appeal, that's what I'm calling it. You got yourself together financially. And then the last thing with me, vulnerability and trust. So what I'm saying is you're open to meeting people and not necessarily open to meet them to get with them, but just trying to get to know people on a level, on a same playing field, and not just trying to be so eager to just jump in bed or so eager to just jump in a relationship just because you're single. No, because you're forcing it. Let it happen. What do they call it? It's a word. I can't think of it, but let it just happen naturally. So be vulnerable. So be open to meet. But yeah, you can still have your guard up because you don't know this person. It's common sense. Use common sense, okay, and wisdom. But be vulnerable enough to open up a little bit to get to know people and not be so guarded. Yeah, I'm guarded too, and I'm sure a lot of you ladies are guarded. But what I'm saying, get to know a person, okay? And trust has to be earned, just like respect. You have to respect me if we're going to go anywhere. You're not going to be cursing, acting a fool, and clowning, and whatever. But trust is also earned. I have to trust you. If I don't trust you, it's probably going to go out the window faster than I can pop my finger. But trust. So be vulnerable, but also trust yourself to be vulnerable. But also you have to trust the person that you're trying to get to know for things to go forward, because otherwise you're going to be stuck right at that point. It's not going to go past that. So get to know and learn, and then you will start to trust the other person. But if they coming out the gate all whack, hey, I say run too. But to me, those are the three things that I look for when I'm meeting up with a guy as a potential boyfriend. Not that I'm doing that now, but I'm just saying those are the things that, you know, go off in my mind at this point in my life as being 56. Now, of course, in the 40s and 30s and 20s, it was a whole nother different plan. But as you get older, things change and your mind changes on what you want and what you're after and what you will tolerate and will not. And like my barber asked, why is there so many women single? Because I'm gonna keep coming back to that. I just think that, like me, I'm at the point now, I've been seeing this little phrase go across TikTok and all these social media sites, and someone made a comment and said, if you can't treat me as good as I treat myself or better, do not apply. So that's where I'm at right now. So what that means is, I'm not saying you got to buy me a whole lot of crap. What I'm saying is, the way I treat myself, I live comfortably. I don't live rich, and I don't live poor like on the floor. But if you can't match what I'm doing for myself now and can improve that or give me more than that as to what I'm doing now for myself, then do not apply. And that's how it goes at 56. That's how I feel. I might not have felt that way back in the day, but I feel that way now. This is time for, I'm not talking about what you bring to we already at the table eating, baby. We ain't talking about what you bring. You should already come with. Come with something. It ain't even got to be explained. It ain't got to be said. Say less. See what I'm saying? So I'm not ready to build a man. I don't think nobody's built 100%. Everybody's got flaws, but I'm not ready to build a man. I'm not going to wait for you to get yourself together. No. I'm past that phase. That's for y'all youngins. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm saying is, if you can treat me the way I treat myself, and I don't, y'all know, y'all look at my vlogs. I'm like mediocre. I don't think I'm bougie. I'm not Gucci down. I don't need a whole lot of materialistic things. I like nice things. I can go on trips, that's the high end, and I can do a picnic in the park, that's the low end. I can go to the movies. I can get movies on streaming. So I can go from the extreme to the lower, to something simple, but I'm not out here just, glossing and flossing and fronting. I'm not doing that, and I don't live my life like that. So I buy myself nice things. I do treat myself. So that's what I'm saying. If you can treat me the way I treat myself or better, that's all. So those are my three things on when I meet someone. Those are the three things I look for. I'm not looking for, but Life experience and age. We have to, that's a big bubble. That's a big bubble that includes a lot of stuff. Financial appeal, vulnerability, and trust. You have to be open. If you're closed off, you're never going to meet nobody. And if y'all, I'm in my ways and I ain't changing for nobody, you can forget that, Jack. Nothing is going to happen. So now we're going to move on to the video that Joshua Dillard posted and made, and we're going to discuss that. And I'll let you know why women are still single. And so, like I said, before I cut to the please hold, those are my 3 things why I'm still single, because I haven't met the person that matches all this yet. So, and that list ain't long. You see, it's 3 things. Like I said, as you get older, you ain't gonna have no 20 lists, 20 item lists of what somebody gotta have. You've lived, you have life experiences. So, we're gonna take a little sippy sip. And we're going to come back and we're going to get into the little video, the video from Joshua Dillard. Please hold. It's getting stuck to the paper already. This just tastes like a, I don't know what it tastes like. It tastes like, it tastes a little bit like wine candy. But not as good. Not Jolly. It don't taste like no real Jolly Rancher. Is it by the people that make Jolly Rancher? I don't think so. No. It's just some little generic thing. This was in a candy bag from a birthday party. Sorry, y'all. Anyway. Hey, y'all. I'm back. I am Kay, and you're watching It's Just K1. Welcome. All new people come on in. All returning people come on in. You know the deal. Let's get it together, y'all. We are discussing on today's vlog. Happy Saturday, by the way. How y'all doing? Hope y'all enjoying the weekend. It's the first weekend after Labor Day. We are discussing today. Today's vlog title is My Barber Asked Me Why So Many Women Single. I came home, did my little mini research, scratch, and I just gave you a few minutes ago my reasoning and why I think and things I look for is meeting a potential mate. But most of all, I'm telling you all, when you go out there in the world and you're single, just mingle, single to mingle. You don't have to meet, you don't have to go out with intentions to hook up to meet with someone. You could just go out to get to know. So this guy, Joshua Dillard, made this video that black women are tired. Okay, so what he basically said in his video was, y'all know I'm reading my notes. He said black women are tired of being independent and looked at as the strongest, have to carry all the weight, taking care of the kids, house, everything, and bearing all the weight in a relationship. He said what black women want to do, they want to go to soccer games, tennis matches, or whatever, you know, have social outside life, whatever, not be the sole provider for the family, support the man and be a help, but they have been placed in a position where they have to step up and take the lead in relationships and financial of the relationship, what did I call it before? The financial appeal in relationship. So this is what he's saying. He said black women want to support the man. They want to be there with their kids, but they also want to pursue things that they're passionate about. They just don't want to be a homebody and take care of kids and house and not do nothing else and not be valued. Because I know a lot of, I have some guy friends, and sometimes like the stay-at-home moms and stuff, the man doesn't really value that sometimes, I guess, because you're not bringing in $1 and they are. So it's a little shiesty on that front right there too. So, you know, things to think about. He also said the black women cannot find a suitable leader to trust. Like they're saying the man is supposed to be the leader of the household. They cannot find a suitable leader to trust, and that will come in and relieve her of some of these responsibilities, because that's what she wants. She wants to rest. She's tired of carrying all the weight in a relationship and in a household. And this goes back to the video I keep telling y'all about, that date over 50. Go back and watch it. I told y'all about it. I'm not going to say it no more because I'm tired of talking about it. Okay, so in that vlog, in that video that he made, he was talking about that, and it's all over social media, on TikTok and Instagram. I mean, YouTube. You can search it. His name is Joshua Dillard, and the name of it is Black Women Are Tired. And that's what they're tired of. Okay, so on the comments that they left after that video, I looked at a couple of them, and some of them had good points. One of them said, this was by Miss Priam 3. She said, It's not ever the kids or jobs. It's verbal, physical, mental, emotional, and financial abuse that women have endured, along with exploitation, manipulation, gaslighting, and gaslighting inappropriate in public and private repeatedly on all platforms. She said also it's non-reciprocal relationships. So that's one person carrying the whole relationship. I can identify with that. Someone else said they're tired of lopsided relationships. They played out. Y'all hear that? So somebody named Miss SN said, finally, a man who understands the daily struggle. They're talking about his video. Okay? And someone said, some women feel we have to be strong because the brothers aren't. They are not strong enough to take care of family. Women have come to the point of not trusting men anymore from being let down so many times. So somebody said if they can't or won't measure up, that's why we stay single. So that's at the point of done. So that was from Delisa. That's at the point of not just tired, that's at the point of done. So then I'm going to pick and choose, like you got a box of chocolates and I'm going to pick and choose. I'm going to taste one, taste nasty, I'm going to throw it back and pick another. That's where that's at. Sharon said, we don't have the privilege to drop a ball on everything in our life so men can take the lead. So what she's saying is, being in a relationship, she don't have the privilege of just not doing nothing and laying back thinking he gonna step up and do it, because he don't. So that was some of the comments. And then Noire, Noire, she said she genuinely loves black men, but black love is also struggle love. I can identify with that. It's struggle love. And she said she ain't having it. She says a needle and several haystacks stacked to the ceiling. She said she's going to keep her options open to other races of men that know how to play their role as a man. Somebody else said, and this person was a Caucasian woman, white woman. She said, young, old, black, white, we all tired. It ain't got nothing to do with it. She says they just black people. White women tired too. So to follow that up, like I said, when people are saying they're tired also means you'll give a person another chance. Over it and done means you're done. You just use them as a toy. So I hate to admit it, y'all, but I tell you all the time that dating over 50. I told y'all that the family structure in a lot of households is broken. And it comes from the man and woman and their little baby. They're not married. They may be boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, popped out a baby. In the beginning, maybe he was there or he wasn't there from the start. Then the woman raises the child with her village. Mother, auntie, grandma, uncle, brother, sister, friends. Dad is gone. The mother has the kids 99.9% of the time. The dad probably comes back into the kid's life as they get older or, grown. Some people never met their father. Some people don't want to deal with their father because they know how they did their mother. Some people only know one side to the story. I don't know. What I'm saying is that woman, and the reason women are single is because women are tired and some are done and over it. And the reason is she's raised her kids. She's got her degree. She's got her papers. She's got her house. She's bought everything but the boat, kitchen sink. She's okay. She's fine financially. She's taking care of her children. What men don't get is women are with their children 99% of the time as growing up. There are some men that step up to do the fatherly duties, whether they're in the house or not, spend time with the kids. But remember, that's just a weekend or time, Christmas holidays or something like that. That woman is with those kids 24/7, going to school, working, feeding, runny noses, going up to the school. Not to say the men don't come up to the games and all that stuff. Runny noses, fever at 3 o'clock in the morning, going to the ER, going to the school to meet teachers. Sports, yes, the men do participate sometimes. But that woman and her tribe is the one that really raised those kids, not that man. He can be involved or not. And a lot of them are not, sadly to say. So I just think that women feel that at this point in my age group, and my age group is like, I'll just say the late 40s, early 50s or something like that. They've been at their jobs a certain amount of years. They're over it. if you haven't helped all this time, they've just accepted it. They're done. You know, they feel you can't have a relationship with your dad, or you won't. I know it's not all goody, and it ain't all damn ice cream cones and rainbows. I know that. But it's just that, like I said, the family unit, everybody has dysfunction in their family. Every color, blue, green, white, yellow, red, Puerto Rican, black, white, Hispanic. Everybody has dysfunction in their family. Everybody. Maybe you just don't know about it, but you got it. But what I'm saying is 99% of the time, those kids are with that mama. And that's who they kind of lean towards if they don't have a relationship with their dad. And then when they do have a relationship with their dad, it's not always from the beginning. It's maybe later. So that woman feels like, I've raised my kids. I've went to school. I've got my job. So when they go out and they meet people, they're dismissive. And I told you that can be a double-edged sword. I told you that many times. They're dismissive because they've achieved and they've did all this. And in their mind, they're at the highest high. But you can't go to a man and talk down to him and mistreat him because you've achieved all this stuff. Just like a man can't come to a woman like that. But you can't, it's almost like you're reflecting that relationship with your kid's father out on the other men. Now, if you've met men and maybe that same type of pattern has happened, that's on you. So go get you some counseling, sis. I'm not knocking the women and I'm not knocking the men. There are successful relationships out here where men and women live together and they raise kids, or men and women are married and they raise families. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying I'm against marriage or I'm against relationships. But majority of people these days, to me, they just have access to everything. You have access to everything within reach of the computer. You ain't got to go outside to cheat. It's right here. You can get on your phone. You can get on the computer. You jumping in DMs. You jumping in rooms. I mean, it's very easy. It's still the old way of going out to actually meet people, bars, clubs, parties, whatever, events. But you get it at the tip of your, right here. You in a chat room. What you doing in the chat room? Talking to a female, you got a wife or a girlfriend. What are you doing? What are you doing? And please, y'all, do not think because these people over 45 and 50 years old, they ain't playing games. They are. And I'm not saying, I don't think it's, like, I know guys play games, but women play games too, because what are they playing them with? They're playing with women, right? Supposedly. But anyway, I just think the reason so many women are single because they are tired. And like I said, you get to that point, you're tired or you're done. And at my point, from my point of view, I wouldn't go back with I think out of all the people I've dated, there's only one person I would date again out of, nothing against the people I dated, but there's only one that I would date again. There's only one. There's only one. And he know who he is. But the rest of them, we could just keep it cool and cute. We keep it cool and cute. Keep it cool and cute. That's it. But no, I don't, my love language, by the way, we're going to talk about that soon. We're going to do the 5 languages of love. 5, do you know what your love language is? My love language is time. And it's also, I forgot shit, y'all. I forgot already. It's time. It's spending time. I know that's one of them. It's spending time, and it's also it's the other one. It's not gifts, and it's not shit, y'all. I forgot. I'm on. When I do the video, when I do the vlog, y'all are here. But it's mine is time. Mine is time to acts of service. I think that's it. Mine is acts of service and time. But yeah, I got 2. But anyway, the reason so many women are single, they are tired. They're tired because they've been in the game from day one. They still in the game. Just because we have grown kids don't mean we ain't helping them out. Don't think that. Please don't think that. Just because you got an adult kid don't mean they grown. Y'all know that. 18 to 20 ain't grown. They think they grown. But as far as relationships and men and women are just tired. They've carried this stuff on. I mean, they've carried this. And like I said, everybody has baggage and everybody has stuff going through, but you can't take your situation with your kid's dad or whatever and apply that to every man you meet. Now, if you're meeting the same type of guy, time to do something different. But women are just tired from carrying it all on their backs. And we need some help, y'all. The men need to step up and step out. And like I said, if you come from a broken family or broken home and all the relationships you see are jacked up and effed up, then you really can't bring them to the table, because you're only a product of your environment. So if you've seen jacked up, effed up, verbal abuse, physical abuse, and then you go out and repeat the same thing, you that's all you got. So like I said, but around the ages of 45 and 50 and up, you should have yourself together. But I'm finding that them mother play the same games, and y'all know that. Y'all know it. These people 50, y'all know they out here playing the same games. They dipping in and doing it, y'all. They out here in the streets, the internet streets, the real streets, on the street, in the trucks, they everywhere. So like I said, be careful. There's nothing wrong with going out to meet people and trying to be open and vulnerable to meet people. But yeah, you keep that third eye out. You keep that third eye out looking. You keep that third eye out watching. But that's the reason so many people are single, because people don't trust. They don't trust. They can smell BS coming a mile away. Now, I don't know the man's point of view. If it's a man in my K-Town universe want to challenge me or split this, we could go back and forth and constructively, and you tell me the reason why, or you come up with the man's side to this. Come on. One of these men, I got a lot of men join my channel recently. Come on, make the vlog so we can discuss it. Open and honestly, open communication. I want to know. I mean, I'm trying to understand. But like I said, I can only tell you from a woman's point of view. I have brothers. I have sisters. They're all adults. They all have children. All their children are grown mostly. I think so. Yeah, they're all grown. So I don't have any little kids. So, but people are a product of their environment. So it's past the time of being, like I said, I can't build no man, and I'm not building no man. And I don't think I'm fully built. I don't think nobody's fully built. But I'm not building no man. I'm not waiting for you to get your stuff together. You're supposed to already be together. So I don't know what to tell y'all. Just keep an open mind, and hey, go out, have fun. You can have fun with your girlfriends, or you can go out on a date or whatever. Don't take things so serious. And like I said, be open. Try to be a little vulnerable. But that trust and that respect got to be earned. It got to be earned. You got to come with respect to people, and to trust. You can't be at the dinner taking somebody out, your phone blowing up. Really? You can't have company over your house, and while y'all sitting there, the phone ringing and you ain't answering it. Why? Y'all know. But anyway, like I said, that's the reason people are single. The women are single because they're tired of these things I mentioned from the guy with the vlog. What was his name again? Joshua Dillard. They're tired. Women are tired. Women have carried the load for a long time. Y'all don't want to admit it, men. Y'all probably don't want to give us credit, but women have carried the load for a long time, solo, dolo. So they feel if they can do that, they gonna keep on rolling like that, and they gonna be the choosing. They gonna be picking and choosing. They not waiting on y'all. They gonna pick and choose. They're gonna have one over here, one over there, whatever. But that's their prerogative. What it is, the women don't need the men for the money no more. They making their own paper. They getting their own bag. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, and I told y'all about this. Go watch the vlogs. But yeah. So I think it'll continue to go like this until men step up. And I'm not saying all men. I'm not ragging on men, saying all men is dogs and all men is bad. But the track record of a lot of them is, I don't know. There are some good men out here, but hey, I think, what you surround yourself and the people you see in your circle and what's going on. I think everybody's going through some issues now, whether, personal, professional, work life, job life, family life. But hey, you go back, you follow, you see examples, and you kind of cling to examples that are positive. You try to stay away from negative examples. But women is tired. They need y'all to step up. And like that woman said, I ain't just, she said she was white, and she said, I ain't talking about just black men. She said they all need to step up. So she said the white, Latino, Indian, whatever, Puerto Rican, all of them need to step up. So men, they just saying y'all need to step up. And I'm sure y'all have argument back on the other side, because I seen a comment on something, not even something I was looking at, saying that women is too materialistic. All they want is a bag, a bag of purse of this or this, a trip of this. They want you to spend all this money. But what y'all want? It's men out here doing the same thing. It's men out here that are sneaker heads and electronic heads and doing their little thing and buying stuff. And then there's men out here that's only going on trips with women. They ain't paying for jack, but they hopping on planes with women. Yeah. It's men out here that ain't paying for dinners and breakfasts, or they only paying for the cheapest thing, the breakfasts. It's men out here doing this, y'all. I'm telling you, it's men out here doing this. It's a lot of men ain't stepping up to the plate of their full potential, what they're supposed to be. Because when you step up at your full potential, what you're supposed to be as a man, and being responsible and accountable, a woman will respect you more. If you're not what you're saying and your action don't match, she just gonna be like, and Bill Cosby was like, next. So that's where we at. I'm not tired. I'm just done with it. I'm done with that situation. So if it's not even going in that direction off the jump, we just communicating, basically. We just communicating. It's nothing going further. I'm just looking, observing, and checking it out. But I'm not even thinking of you as a potential anything but an acquaintance. So like I said, people are tired. Women are tired. And not just black women, y'all. So that's why so many women are single. They're just done. They've been through it. They've been through the ringer. And just ain't putting up with it no more. And if they do put up with it, it's at their choice. So that's a lot to think about. But the women ain't worried about it. Because just like men got a lot of opportunities out here, I'm sure women do too. So now it's almost like an even playing field. So that's something to think about. But that's about it. So Mr. Keith Johnson, the reason women are so many single women, they tired of the games. Some are tired and some are done. And a lot are done. And when they're done, they just keep it on their agenda, on their journey. You can get in if you fit in. You can get in if you fit in. The ones that are tired, they'll give you another chance. But the ones that are done, or the ones that are over it, you got to get in where you fit in. So, like I said, come in, and you can treat me as just as I treat myself, or better. Otherwise, you under that bar, keep on stepping. That's why women are tired. So, that's my spiel for today, y'all. This is just K1. I am K. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got another vlog coming up. I got the plant part 2 coming up, y'all. Y'all don't even know about that, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. The plant part 2 is coming. I want y'all to enjoy y'all weekend. The rest of y'all weekend. Have a good time with your family and your friends. Love on one another. Be safe. Be careful out here in these internet streets and these streets out here outside. And have fun and enjoy yourself. Get some rest. Get some sleep. Take care of you. Take care of your family. Men, step on up. Step on up. Step on up and step on down. Thank you. Welcome to K-Town for all the crazy. I will wrap a taste with y'all later. Be safe.